Hello students, today is Tuesday, October the 7th, 2014, and I've got a really deep voice. And here are your announcements. Today the planned test is at 1 o'clock. Wherever the time zone is for the testing center, that shouldn't be too confusing. The only one where we have people traversing space and time to attend the test would be in Knoxville, and it is at 1 p.m. Eastern in Knoxville. Nobody should be crossing a time zone barrier elsewhere. Fall break is October the 13th. It's the week of October the 13th, so check with your teachers about doing makeup work, maybe some extra credit, or even getting ahead. If that's what you want to do, check with them. They don't have to do anything. They could just tell you, hey, you know what, you're doing great in my class, why don't you take a break? If you are behind, or if you have low grades and you take a fall break, I will call you and yell at you. Monday, October the 20th is teacher in-service. Teachers won't be available that day, so don't come off of your fall break feeling all fresh and nice and then send me an email and say, hey, I emailed my teacher 5 minutes ago when they haven't emailed me back. Because they're not going to be available that day because they're doing other things. On Tuesday, October the 21st, midterm grades will be made available on PowerSchool. Please make sure you have your PowerSchool login information. Contact Lindsay Whedon if you don't. And that serves as your grade card. Don't look at PowerSchool right now and say, my grade says I got a 0. Don't do that. Just wait. Wait for it until October 21st. Thunderstorms! And other people are having some stormy weather right now. And if I could remember that song, I would sing it for you. If you have a power outage that lasts longer than a day, please let us know. If you have a power outage that lasts 3 hours or 5 hours or 20 minutes, please do not let us know. Not that we don't care. I mean, you can let us know if you want to, but we're not going to, issue any sort of excused absence or anything unless it lasts longer than a day. Happy birthday this week to Kelly Edwards, Sarah Stevens, Leah Towler, Marley Turbyfield, Taylor Hammett, Zach McLean, Zoe Wilson, Dawson Wilson, and Emily Harris. All those people are having birthdays this week, so if you run across them hither and yon, please tell them happy birthday and congratulate them on making it one more year on this wretched earth. I'm kind of feeling sick today, so I'm in a bad mood. Thought for the day, is it bad to ask for help or ask questions? I would point you to the picture of Giorgio Tsoukalos, and that's how I feel when I hear, well, Johnny just doesn't want to ask his teachers any questions because he's afraid his teachers will think he's dumb. Now, here's how, I get that in a brick and mortar school, because you're really putting yourself out there and you're in a group situation where if you ask a question and everybody knows the answer to it, the people are going to look at you like you didn't know that. I get that. There's a social dynamic there. However, in an online school, I don't understand that at all. Your teachers want you to ask questions. They feel helpful if they get to help you. And the bottom line is, all your teachers care about is that you know everything. So they want you to ask questions. When do teachers think you're dumb? Teachers think you're dumb when you don't ask questions and fail. That's when they think you're dumb, because they think that you either thought you knew everything and then actually didn't, or that you knew you didn't know everything and didn't bother helping. And it's really that they don't think you're dumb. They just think that you're making really bad choices. You know, I know it's tough being a teenager. Your brain's not fully developed yet and all this stuff, but you've got to overcome it. If you're having problems, please ask questions. We want you to. Ask for help if you need it. If you're totally lost, I mean, that should be like an emergency situation for you. Like, I can't imagine going through life or through online school and thinking, well, you know, I don't know this stuff, but I'm okay with that. You should totally not be okay with that. You should email your teachers immediately. They'll get back to you within 24 hours. If it's Miss Gregg or Miss Lamy, probably a lot sooner than that, and most teachers probably a lot sooner than that. Miss Gregg and Miss Eubanks and Mr. Lamy happen to be full-time, and so they they can give more time to TOPS. Your other teachers do this part-time, but they're still very serious about their jobs and will get back to you in a timely manner. So please, that feeling you have where you're like, man, I don't want to ask this because I feel dumb, ignore it. And frankly, what do you care if your teachers think you're dumb? They're your teachers. They're not your buddies. They're teachers. Very important people, but not people you should care about whether they think you're dumb or whether they think you're a giraffe or whatever they think. It doesn't really matter in most respects. So, ask questions, ask for help, admit you don't know something. I mean, that's one of the keys to maturation in life, is admitting that you just don't know. I do it all the time. And it's really awkward for me as a principal because, I'm in a position where, I'm supposed to know everything, but I don't. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. I'll find out for you. So, if you don't know, if you're confused, if you need help, ask for it. Don't feel like that's a bad thing. That's a great thing. And when it comes down to it at the end of the semester, and if you have an on the border grade that's like a 68 or 69, almost passing, and the teacher thinks, man, this kid worked really hard. He asked me or she asked me questions every week, versus I never heard from this kid. Who do you think they're more apt to throw a couple of points their way to make sure that they pass? It's the kid that asked the questions and the kid that showed that they were really trying. That's just how it is, human nature. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. And I want everybody to know before I end this that nobody out there is dumb. Nobody is. Everybody out there has intelligence. And the key is, are you using it strategically to succeed at life? And if you're not asking questions, then you're not. So ask questions, get help. Some teachers have a rule that's like ask 3 before me, so ask your peers. I mean, usually if the way it works in a class is that if one person has a question, usually like 20 other people do too. So anyway, I won't go on about that, but that's your thought for the day, is if you're not asking questions when you have questions, then you are not trying hard enough. Hope you guys have a great day. I can't wait to see my Knoxville people. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys at 1. Good luck on the plan test today, everybody. Give your all. See ya.